Hello, we're from Biz News. We're here at the Canalys Mobility Event with Mr. Ted Morgan. He's the CEO and founder of Skyhook Wireless. Hello, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. I was wondering if we could start the interview first with maybe introducing to us your company and telling us what it is about.
Sure. So Skyhook is a location technology company. We do something fairly unique in that we combine signals from GPS satellites, cell towers, and Wi-Fi access points to figure out where you are at any given time. So you can add our software to any mobile phone, any netbook, laptop, digital camera, anything that has Wi-Fi and cellular on it, we can bring location to. Our system right now is most widely deployed with Apple, so we ship on every single iPhone, iPod Touch, and Mac laptop as well. And so we drive the location on some 5,000 applications around the world that are using location to find their friends, go shopping, get directions to their meeting. All those use cases are using Skyhook's technology.
So how would you say that your technology has changed the smartphone sector?
Well, we think it was a missing piece to the location market. There's been a lot of efforts over the years to roll out location-based apps on phones, and the big problem is the location technologies didn't work as well because you and I spend 75–80% of our time indoors, and GPS doesn't work indoors. And so these apps weren't very useful because you couldn't rely on the location. By bringing in this new Wi-Fi piece, we've actually solved the problem, and now location works indoors and out, downtown or in urban areas, in suburban areas. And so now apps can use this. And by working with Apple, they actually made it free to developers. That's the first time it's something that really worked, and it was free. And the results were, in a year, there was 4,000 apps created that used that. And so we think that's a good indication of things did change when we got onto phones.
And then the market is accepting it. Now, one of the subjects of the conference is the netbooks, and I was wondering how your technology also fits into that.
Yeah, so it's netbook market is fantastic for us because, as you know, all netbooks and notebooks have Wi-Fi in them. They all ship with it. And they don't typically have GPS or other radio, so you never could do location. By adding our technology, like Dell did to their netbooks, now this big screen device is as functional as a smartphone or an iPhone or any type of device. And so you can do turn-by-turn navigation, you can do Twitter updates and post your location, share your location with friends over Facebook. And so it's a whole new world because it's mobile applications, but on a much bigger screen, and you can type a lot more. And so we're seeing the netbook makers are using location as the reason to say why it's different than a notebook, other than it's just smaller and your fingers hurt. It's actually what makes a netbook different than other types of laptops or notebooks.
So if I were to ask you what was one of your favorite apps that have been used or developed with your software, what would you say which it is?
Well, one of my, we have lots of favorites, but one of my favorites is Sitter Squad. Sitter Squad is an application that lets you find public restrooms when you're in urban areas.
Oh, okay.
And there people actually mark the locations of bathrooms and rate them based on cleanliness and accessibility, and so that you can rely on a place to go to the bathroom. And it's a wildly popular application, and it's actually used 90% by women trying to find just a good place to go to the bathroom. You would never think it, but this woman who built this application is doing extremely well.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. And if I were to show you if I were to ask you to give us a little demonstration of your application in your phone, would that be a possibility?
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure.
So maybe we can see how we can locate ourselves. Yeah, of course.
Right. So actually, another one of our favorite applications is something that's very new called Foursquare. It's a social networking application that encourages people to broadcast their location to their friends. And what they've done is they've added this game element to it that you get points for every bar or restaurant that you check into. So you go to a bar or restaurant, you say, "I'm here." And that sends it out to all your friends over Twitter or Facebook. And so with this application, you log in, and using our technology, will figure out what's around you. And it'll show you restaurants, stores, everything around you, and you pick the one you're at, and you check into it. And then that sends that around to everybody else, and so they know where you are. And what you try and do is beat your friends over time to where there's a leaderboard that you can track how well you're doing versus your friends and new people. And you learn who else is in your area, and they give you guides on what to eat and where to go. It's a fantastic way to do it, and thousands of people run around cities playing this game on a daily basis.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time and for the demonstration.
Thank you.